Hey everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you another card. This is from the Beautiful You stamp set. It's two containers or cases of stamps, and it's really beautiful. I love the the pictures of the women and then the sentiments. So I really love this set, and I figured I would try to do something. I don't know what this is called. I'm calling it a tile technique. I don't know. So I stamped the image and then I cut it in 4 squares and adhered them to a piece of white. And I'll give you all the dimensions on my blog. I'll mention them as I'm going along, but I will have them on my blog, pspapercrafts.com. So let's get started. I have everything cut out. We'll just leave that up there. So I have Night of Navy card base, and then I have this Daffodil Delight, is one of my favorite yellows. So I love this combination. And then I have two Whisper White pieces, and one is a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the other. I'm actually making these as kits for the Onstage convention is coming up this weekend, Saturday. And on Friday, we're doing another event with one of the top demonstrators. And we're doing something called a shoebox swap. I don't know. So this is the first time I'm ever doing this. So I have to make 10 kits for these and then bring them. And then I'll make a card and somebody will make this card. So I have to mark that this one is just a hair smaller because the smaller one is what we're going to stamp on. Now this one, so this one is... 3 and 1/16 square, and this is a 3-inch square. When I made this one, it's 3 and 1/8 is the background, and then these are the 3-inch, which comes out to 1.5 inch each. I wanted to make a smaller gap here, so I went down from 3 and 1/8 to 3 and 1/16 for the background, and I hope this makes sense as I'm going along. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my lady. And I'm stamping her in Night of Navy, and I already have it mounted. So let me just ink it up. The first time I made this, I actually cut the squares and then stamped it, which went really well. I just thought it might be easier to stamp it and then cut it out. So it's hard to cut this lady, but I'm going to do it. So let me get my trimmer out, and I'm going to cut this 3-inch square into 4 1.5-inch squares. So I'm just going to cut her, eek, and then cut her again, and then this last piece. And then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals on the piece of the white, so that I wanted to have the white as the base. So again, I hope this is making sense as I move along. So now I'm going to take this piece, which is the 3 and 1/16, and I'm going to lay out my pieces, make sure I have them in the right place, and then I'll pop it up with dimensionals, and it gives you that little gap there. And then I'll layer this on the blue. I just thought it would be good to have the white in the background. Kind of like a tile with grout is how I think of it. So I'm going to add dimensionals, and I'm actually going to, let's see, I'll just put these on in the back, and I'll put, I think I'll put 3 on. I think that'll be enough. Come on. He doesn't want to cooperate with me here. So I'll just get all my dimensionals on, and then I'll lay it down on the card. And you just have to be careful to kind of line them up so that it looks like a straight line between each of the pieces. So it's kind of like a puzzle. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I'm sure there's a name for it, and I'm not the one who invented it, but it looks like a tile to me with grout in between. Okay, so now we've got our dimensionals, and we want to make sure we put the right piece in the right place. So this is this bottom corner, and I would just, you know, take your time on this part so that they line up really well and even. So you just, it kind of makes it nice because you're just going to put each one at the corner of this piece. So this is over here. Doesn't look like much in this part of the picture, but I see the water there. So we're just going to line that up right along the edge, and then everything should be even. And this goes over here. So we'll put her down. And then I just layered it. I layered it on yellow just to give it a pop of color, the Daffodil Delight. And you could color her in with blends or watercolors or just markers. But I thought this looked nice just the way it is. So again, just line up each corner and then it should all look good. So I think I do like the smaller space than the bigger space, the gap there. Let me know what you think on that. And then I'm going to just put this down on this piece of blue, and the Night of Navy is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So let me just get my snail and put that down, and then I'll layer it on the Daffodil Delight, and then layer it on the card base, and then I've got my tag as well. So let's see, that looks pretty good. And then we layer this on the Daffodil Delight, and the Daffodil Delight is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Everything's a square here. Just try to make it even, and then I'll put this on the card base, and let's get the Celebrate. So this is from the same set. Happy birthday, gorgeous. Life may not be the party you hoped for, but we're here. We might as well dance. I thought that's good. Live without passion, laugh out loud, love deeply. Just really nice sayings. So let's get the Celebrate, and I'm just gonna put this over here, and I'll probably just snip off the edge. Oh, a little bit low. Let's try it again. Let me get over it a little bit better. Sometimes with the smaller blocks, it gives it a kind of a funny look on the edges. Sometimes it's better to use a bigger block. So I'm going to use my triple banner punch, which I thought I had it out, so I will not use my triple banner punch. I will just snip it like most people do. I like to fishtail it, and I always have a hard time with that. So you just go down the center and then go up each side, and you should have a fishtail. And then I'm going to cut the end as well. See, I always go over and over and over, and I never like the way it looks, so that's why I like the triple banner punch. But this is going to have to do. There we go. And then I think I'll just snip it. You could use your paper trimmer for this. And I'll put this up with dimensionals, and then I'm going to use these dots here. I don't have the package, but I'll have it on my blog, just to put a little yellow color in. So I'll just lift this up. These are the self-adhering little dots. So put that there. You could put Celebrate in the yellow and put a blue dot, or just put a blue dot, whatever you want. So let me do that with some dimensionals, and we'll put that up. And then the card I'm going to put down flat, or the image. I just figured I'd pop this up because, let me put this down first, because this has the tiles popped up. Okay, so let's see where we want to put that. Right about there. That looks good. And then This is already ready. We'll just put that over there. So it's a pretty easy card, and I think it looks really cool. Again, I think I like the narrower gapper here than this one. So now that I tried it both ways, I will make the ones for the shoebox swap, I think, with the skinnier look. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you stopping by. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and stay tuned for my next video. You take care. Bye.